learned one strategy that they both have in common. Do you remember that strategy that we learned that they both can make? They can make a very similar visual model. Does anyone remember what visual model that one was that we made with our counters? They both can make. What do you remember? They both can make an array. So that's definitely one way that they are similar. Remember that both division and multiplication are dealing with groups. If I'm using groups to count, I can be using multiplication. If I'm using groups to share something, I can be using division. So both division and multiplication have a lot of similarities. Can you think of any others besides an array and besides that they both use groups? If you were here yesterday, you might want to look back in your notebook. Not? They both do what? They both can use dealing out. Kind of, yeah. I guess you could use dealing out with multiplication. It doesn't quite work the same way, but you could do something similar. Michael, what do you think? You can use a
Where we do it?
You could use a what? We can't use a bar model. We talked about bar models. What day was that? Maybe on Tuesday. Jackson, put your mask on, please. Shelby? Yep, you could definitely use arrays for both of them. On the very first page, hang on, Liz. On one of the first pages in our books, it doesn't ever tell us how many cookies Ma made. So we didn't know the whole. Let me see if I can go back to that page. We don't know the total amount of cookies that she made. She just said, I made plenty. And then we see Sam and Victoria sharing them. And it says, that's 6 each. So if they are each getting 6, how many cookies did Mom make? I'm going to show you how to make the math version of this. How many groups of friends are there on this page sharing cookies? Jackson? 2. Write this down at the top of your next blank page, please. So we have 2 groups of.
What is it?
2 groups of what? What did each kid get? 2 groups of what? Show me. 6. 2 groups of 6 equals box. 2 groups of 6 equals box. Another way to think about it is we didn't know how many cookies were there. We had mystery amounts of cookies. If I'm writing, you're writing. Please picture just what I'm writing, please. And we divided it, meaning we put it into 2 groups. And we know when we divided it into those 2 groups, 2 friends, each friend got 6. Now, one of those math equations might be easier for your brain. Which one is easier for your brain to figure out? Sean?
2 times 6.
Yeah, same. 2 times 6 is way easier for my brain to figure out. But for some of you, thinking about it this way might be easier. It's up to you. How many total cookies did Ma make in this story? Michael?
12.
12. Ma had 12 cookies.
Mom has 12 cookies.
Ma had 12 cookies. Alright, friends with me, I'm going to give you our piece of paper. If you could just glue it in your notebook. Let me see.
12.
You could probably squish it in if you're really neat. this way, but if not, you can turn it this way. It doesn't really matter.
Miss Bella.
My friends on virtual, you need to get out your 12 things.
Okay.
Marbles, erasers, pencils, counters,
Miss Bella.
rubber Legos.
My friend has a doorbell.
Alright, so we've got our 12 cookies. Yours are printed if you're with me. Yours are just things in front of you if you are at home. We started out with 12 cookies, yes. Yep. We started out with 12 cookies. And then it says, Mom made cookies for Victoria and Sam to share. That means that we should have two groups of equal amounts of cookies, because Victoria and Sam are sharing fairly. I want you to circle two equal groups of cookies. Does that mean that I'm going to circle this is how much Victoria got? And that's how much Sam got?
No.
No, that's not fair.
Miss Bella.
Yes?
What are we writing right now?
What are you writing?
And what are we doing? Because I can't see the board from here.
That's okay. I'm going to record it so it'll be a little bit clearer and you can watch it back. You're just splitting your 12 things into two groups. How did you draw your circles? How did you split them into two groups? You should only have two circles because there's only two groups. Lincoln, how'd you do it? Okay, how did you draw your circles?
I got a circle on the bottom row.
The whole bottom row like this? Okay, and then, awesome. Give me a Me Too signal if you drew your circles like that. Well, oh, only two of you did that? All right, I want to hear how someone else did it. Jacob, how did you draw your circles?
Circle.
So you circled the same way this one? Can you describe it to me? Yes, you can. You can do it. Jackson, you want to help them out? Go for it.
I circled the shoulder on the top row, and I circled the chin on my
Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, like this,
Both of them. Yeah.
and then like this. Give me a Me Too signal if you circled it like that. Awesome. Awesome. Victor, did you circle it a different way? How'd you do it? Okay, we gotta have two circles because we're making two groups, not two in each group, two whole groups. Does that make sense? All right, so underneath we need our equation. How many cookies did we start with? Bella? 12. Go ahead and write 12 at the start of your equation. I believe it says 12 number of cookies started with. Divided by, which we know is to put into equal groups. How many people, how many groups were we sharing at this part? Shelby? 2. 12 cookies put into two groups means that each person got, Jackson? 6. 6 cookies each. 6 cookies each. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, we should have 4 circles because we have 4 people. Circle, 4 circles. 4 big circles. That doesn't mean 4 in each group. How many did you circle? Lincoln? 3. Did you circle these 3?
No.
No? Did anyone circle those 3?
No.
What about these 3? What about these 3?
No. No.
Would that work?
Yes.
Yes. All right. What's another way I could have made my groups? Well, how'd you do it?
I put in that corner right there.
Mhm.
I circled sort of like diagonally.
Okay.
But I put that one the corner one in it too.
Okay. Did you make like an L shape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this. Okay.
Then I did the same thing on the no, not like that.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, but upside down.
Oh, jeez. Okay. These look like crazy faces.
Oh, it kind of does because there's like a eye in it.
All right. Let's make a math equation to match what we just did. How many cookies did we have?
12.
We had 12 cookies. So that number 12, that's our total. We don't get any more. Division, that divided symbol. What does that divided symbol mean? What does that divided symbol mean? Sean? Not groups of. Got something to do with groups, but it's not the number of groups. Nope. Show me. Huh? Like what, you know?
Put it into groups.
Put into groups. How many groups do we put it in this time?
3.
No. 4. We had 4 friends. Put into 4 groups. And that means how many cookies did each friend get? Victor, sit up, love. Bladen? 3.
Unless you do it differently. 30.
There, every friend is still going to get 3 cookies no matter how you circle it. At the bottom it says that blank cookies each. How many cookies is that per person?
3.
3 cookies each. Hey, what happened? I thought they were getting 6 cookies each. They were getting 6 cookies each on the other paper. What happened? Did Mom eat some cookies? No. No? How did it get down to now 3 cookies each? Bella, what happened? Yeah. When you share with more people, the size of your piece goes down. Raise your hand if you've ever had a birthday cake. You ever had a birthday cake, like at a birthday party?
Yeah.
The number of people at the birthday party depends on how many slices of that cake.
Or like the size.
If it's just me and Victor at a birthday party, I'm getting half a cake, and Victor's getting half a cake. That's a whole lot of cake.
Oh yeah.
But if it's me and all of you guys at a birthday party, my piece is going to be much smaller because I need to share it to make sure everyone gets the same amount. What you thinking, Sean?
Saying it would be a pretty lonely birthday party.
We're sharing now between 6 people. That's a lot of people. We're making 6 big circles because circles are groups. Did you figure it out? All right, how am I going to circle? How am I going to make those 6 groups?
First two going up and down. Next to each other, I circled those, and then I did it with the next top two, and I did the bottom two, and then the other bottom two, and then I did what I did.
All right, so I got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups. And Gwen had all the same number in each group. Let's make our equation. How many people, how many cookies did I start with? What was my total? What was my whole? What was my whole? Elena, what was my whole?
12.
12. Put into I don't know, but can you mute your mics while you're waiting? Because I have a feeling it's coming from one of your computers. Yep. Alright, what is the symbol, the math symbol to put something into groups? Show me. Division, so divided by, how many groups was I putting it into this time? Lincoln? 6, very good. And that meant that how many cookies did each friend get? How many cookies did each friend get? Victor? 2. 2 cookies each. 2 cookies each. Wait, a second ago, everybody was getting 3 cookies each. I'm a little bitter. I definitely like cookies. I would rather have 3 cookies than 2 cookies. What is happening? What is happening? Why is now all of a sudden everyone's getting 2 cookies each? Why is that happening, Jackson?
Oh, because there's more people coming.
There's more people coming,
Oh,
so I have to deal out. I have to share more cookies. I have to share more cookies. All right, so we are going to pause here. I want you to put away your math notebook. Put away your glue stick. Get out your dry erase marker. And get out your math kit.
Oh, it's so good.
4 groups. How many put into 4 groups gave me?
4 groups of 4?
Gave you what? 5 in each group. Go ahead and write that equation on your desk. 20 things put into 4 groups gave me 5 in each group. Now here's a challenge. You can come up with a multiplication equation to match your picture. Can you come up with a multiplication equation? It's going to be tricky. Lincoln, you think you can do it? 4 groups of?
What's the equation? I mean, not equation. Sentence.
4 groups of 20?
4 groups of 5.
4 groups of 5 equals 20. Awesome job, Lincoln. Air high five. Quit stealing my high fives. And then you like 15, just in case.
I got all of them.
So we had 20 things, and then we put them into 4 groups, and we ended up with 5 in each group. This is what we did. This is another equation that can match it. Put your counters back together, make a block. This time, I want 10 groups. 10 groups. 10 groups. No, not 10 groups of 20. using 20 counters, make 10 groups.
Ooh, do I make this?
Nope, you can leave it.
How am I supposed to do it?
Are there gonna be four in each 10?
Did you count out 20 counters first?
Yeah.
Did 4 fit?
I don't know.
Forget what the hell figured out. I see a lot of good dealing out. I saw a lot of people start with 10 and then start adding on to that. Then that means you did not do 10 or you didn't have 20. Okay, we had 10 counters. We were putting them into 10 equal size groups. You are struggling to walk. Walking is hard. All right, who's going to make my division equation? What did we just do? Elena, go for it. Elena, go for it.
20 divided by...
Nope, we're not going to use divided by. What are we doing? Put into...
Split into groups.
How many?
10.
How many groups did we make?
10.
10. Put into 10 groups. Keep going.
Equals 2.
2 in...
Each group.
2 in each group. You can come up with a multiplication equation to match your picture. You can come up with a multiplication equation to match your picture. Go for it, Jackson. 10 groups of 2. Do 2 things. You have 10 groups of 2. How many total things do we have? Nope. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Push them all together. Make a big blob. This time, I want you to divide, partition, put into 5 groups. 5 groups. 5
That was
groups.
the equation problem. That was the second question was.
The second equation, we had 20 divided by 10 equals 2, and 10 groups of 2 equals 20. Now we're taking our 20 counters and putting them into 5 groups.
That's good.
5 groups.
Okay, now we have to make 5 groups.
Alright. I see a lot of you got your groups. I see a lot of arrays. I see a lot of equal groups. Both will work. Both will work. Harper, you want to give us our division equation?
What?
Can you make the division equation that matches our picture?
Ow.
Go for it.
5.
Nope. What do we start with?
20.
20. going to use the word divided. We're going to talk about what did we do?
Put into groups.
Put into how many groups?
5.
Put into 5 groups. Keep going.
4.
4.
4 in each group.
4 in each group. Very good. Can someone make the multiplication equation? Can you make the multiplication equation? Well, I didn't go for it.
5 times.
Nope. 5.
5 groups of 4.
20. Very good. Hey, did you notice? We use the same combination of digits as up here. Or numbers, I should say.
Yeah,
Just because we use the same numbers, did the pictures look the same?
Yeah.
No. If I was having 20 cookies split in 4 groups of friends, or 4 friends, I would get 5 cookies. I like that. I like cookies. But if I had 20 cookies and I split it with 5 friends, oh, I would get 4 cookies. So are these equations the same? They are not the same. They look really similar, but they mean different things.
Aren't they switched around?
They do look very similar. They look like they're just flipped around, huh? But they mean very different things. 20 divided by 5 is very different than 20 divided by 4, especially if cookies are involved.
I like
I want the most amount of cookies.
6. You know the N&M cookies?
Yep. All right, crew. So we are going to stop here. My crew, take your tissue, erase as best you can your dry erase off your desk. Make sure all your counters go back into your math kit. And if you are with me, you're working on your math choice board. If you have not finished your iReady lesson, please get that done first. If you have not finished your iReady lesson, it's your technology station on your math choice board. Go ahead and do that first. You need to pick a partner.